Continuing now with the halachot of the Bedikat Chametz, we're up to now the important part of the Bittul Chametz. So in the beginning, when we discussed this halachot, we established that there's a very famous Ran. The Rabbi on Pesachim explains that from the Torah, either the Bedikah or the Bitul suffice. We do both to be extra careful and stringent midirabanan to make sure that we don't come across any chametz and we don't find something nice and eat it accidentally. But nevertheless, one or the other works. So we spoke a few days about the bedikah. Now we'll speak today, B'ezrat Hashem, about the bitul, the annulling of the chametz as well. So again, from the Torah, according to the Ran, this works just as well as the bedikah when we annul, when we make ownerless the chametz that may have been in our possession. It's as if we didn't own it, and it protects us from the biblical prohibition of owning and seeing chametz on Pesach. Halacha explains that after, so what do we do? After the Bedikat is complete, so this, God willing, next week, after we finish Bedikat in the evening, we have to recite the text of the Bittul Chametz, where we renounce ownership over the Chametz. Why? Giving the possibility that there's a chance, there's a slight likelihood that we overlooked something or we didn't see something in our office, in our home, in our car, anywhere in our possession. We might still have Chametz. So just in case we missed it in the Bedikah, we annul it. We make it ownerless through the Bitul. And the text, the declaration is as follows. The custom is to read it in Aramaic, but the Halacha explains that someone who doesn't understand Aramaic has to understand this Bitul. It has to be done in a language that you understand because it's a declaration where you're making the Chametz ownerless. And if you say it in Japanese, it doesn't help you. You have to know what you're saying to make the chametz ownerless. So the text is Kol chamira deika b'shuti de'la chaziteh udla bi'arteh liptil ve'leve ke'afra de'ara. All chametz and leavening agents that are in my possession that I did not see and did not burn are hereby nullified and should be like the dust of the earth. That's the basic understanding. There's a lot of discussion in the Achronim. If I understand it, if I don't understand it, what is their problem? So the Chatchila, Ovadia, Rabbi, Haim, everyone says that ideally, in the most perfect world, we should know what we're saying. Therefore, when we say this text, say it in English also, and have the family members say it in English so they know what they're saying. But the Halacha explains that if you didn't necessarily know what every word means, but you knew the general idea was renouncing any chametz in my possession, it also works. If someone didn't understand one word and read it like a robot without knowing what he's doing, in that scenario it didn't work completely. So the halacha is that we say this bitul 3 times, and we remind and we emphasize everyone to say it in a language they know. So it's written in Aramaic in the Haggadot, but in the Israeli Haggadot they have it in Hebrew. In our Haggadah we have it in English. Everywhere they should know, even in our old Mashadi Haggadah, we also have it in Farsi as well. It should be said in a language that you understand and it can comprehend when you do it. We say the declaration 3 times, and one of the 3 times we should add the words hefker in the final clause as well. There's a lot of discussion if you appoint an agent to do the bitul for you, bedikat for you, who says what. The halacha, just say it. The husband should say it. The wife should say it. Teach the children to say it. It doesn't hurt. It's not a beracha. It's a bitul where you're renouncing ownership over any chametz, and that way we succeed in fulfilling the mitzvah of getting rid of chametz. And obviously, the few pieces of bread you're going to burn the next morning, you keep in a safe protected spot that kids can't access without any crumbs accessible. And the next morning, you take it to the biur chametz. Chazak baruch and tizkei mitzvot.